Hello. It's been a while since I filmed anything on the sawmill, and I've got the biggest log I've ever had on the sawmill in terms of diameter, so I thought that was a good excuse to get the camera out. It's a metre wide diameter on the small end, about 1.1 metres at the big end, and it's about 2 metres long. This is actually the second one I've had similar to this. I had part of the same tree, but it came to me in 2 halves. I cut last week or the week before. Looking forward to cutting this one. It's going to be a bit tricky, but I've learnt my lesson with the last one. I'm going to cut through, take a first cut just as high as I possibly can, put some strops on there, turn it, take the blade off again, bring the head rig back and take another cut, and then hopefully if I turn it one more time, my first cut then will be at the bottom, and hopefully that will have lowered the overall height of the log enough. That's the plan. Wish me luck. Just a quick look at the first cut. There's a little bit of rot. It's so wide, such a wide log that there's going to be lots of useful timber. You can see at the end here where there's some rot. It's so wide, it's definitely still worth cutting. Got to try and turn it once now, see how it goes. Got to take the blade off now and try and get back to the starting position. Just spotted some nails. I did go over this once with the metal detector, but I obviously missed something. There's one, and I did see another one. Oh yes, there's another one. So they blend in quite well, so I'll just have another go of my metal detector. 3 nails. I always think it's from people putting up their lost cat photos. You'll find that their nails are all on one side of the log, you know, about chest height. You'll find a patch of them. And that was roughly the case here, 2 together, 1 a bit further down. You know, and that's because that side of the tree was most likely facing the road. That's where everyone wants to bang up their posters. It's worth taking the time to find them because, you know, these might have been okay, but this is a bit thicker. Could have taken a 242 off the blade, and they're expensive, basically. Got a problem. I could see my blade was diving down a bit into the log. I think it's because the log is so wide, the blade can't clear out the sawdust on the gullet. So I'll have to investigate and see what the problem is. Here we are back inside the sawmill, and you can see this is after the blade has come out of the log, and you know, there's still lots of sawdust in the gullet. You know, if there's any left in the gullet by the time it comes back round, by the time the tooth comes back round to enter for its next cut, then it's already clogged up, and the new sawdust that it's producing by cutting through the log has got nowhere to go, and it's sort of getting wedged in, and that's what's forcing the blade down. If I put a new blade on, then I think, you know, it'll be fine for a while. But I mean a sharpened blade. But that doesn't solve the long-term problem. Not sure what I'm going to do. Have a tinker, maybe a few more practice cuts, and I'll come back to you once I've solved it. Okay, I'm going to try with more water first to see if that helps. I just decided to put a sharp blade on. I thought it's difficult enough as it is with this big log without fiddling around trying to fix other issues. So I've put a sharp blade on, hopefully everything goes fine, and then when I get back down to a smaller width cut, the sawmill should be fine again. But I just don't want this fresh blade to dive down into the log, else I'm in trouble. Just going to work my way through the log now, probably have to turn it a few more times because I want to get the width of the cut as down as much as possible. But I've got to get some 50mm, 30mm and 20mm stuff out of this. The width doesn't really matter too much of those boards, so just going to work my way through the log and see where I get. The light's going. I could turn the workshop lights on, but they're pretty yellow and it doesn't make for good filming. I'm just going to flip the log one more time with the forklift so that tomorrow when I carry on, everything's ready just for me to crack on with some sawing, and then hopefully to make some good progress through this log.